Hi, it's Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me for our daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And today's reading is going to be for Wednesday, May the 6th. We're using the beautiful Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish. And this is a deck that I had just purchased but never used until this week. So let's get started with the reading. Gorgeous, gorgeous cards. I cannot say enough about them. And as I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. And pull a card from the center. Okay, it's Reflections. And another card. Transparency. And another card. Okay, vulnerability. So here we go. Reflections. Beautiful picture. Here's the mermaid in the water. Okay, and we have this beautiful girl sitting on a rock by the shore, and she's reaching out to the mermaid. And the bottom of the card says, what you contemplate can actualize. Yes, on this Wednesday, the message I get from Spirit when I look at this card is, yes, whatever you think on a daily basis, sooner or later will materialize. And that's for good or bad thoughts. As they say, where the mind goes, the body follows. A lot of people that live with a lot of negativity and negative energy end up developing illnesses that are very serious. And they don't realize that sometimes they may make themselves susceptible to that, because when you're down and out and depressed all the time, or anxious, stressed, or angry, that takes its toll on your immune system, and it weakens everything in the body. Not only that, like, what I get from Spirit is be careful what you're thinking. Be careful of your thoughts, because your thoughts become your life. It truly, truly, it truly does. Your feelings. You can't have a feeling without first having a thought. You think of something nasty that was done to you, and all of a sudden anger arises. Anger doesn't just arise in your mind without some type of maybe visual in your mind, or maybe a conversation that you remember in your mind. You first have to have a thought before you have a feeling. And if you're thinking negative thoughts, you're going to think those thoughts on a daily basis if you don't stop yourself. Before you know, the days turn into weeks, the weeks turn into months, months turn into years, and you've wasted yourself on negativity. So guard your thoughts on this Wednesday. Check in every once in a while. What am I thinking? Is this going to be a positive thing for me to do, or a negative thing for me to do? And if it's a negative thought, nip it in the bud. Don't allow it to snowball, because really, what you contemplate and what you think about is how you're going to perceive your life, and that's what's going to make your life. And then this next card, Transparency. This is a beautiful mermaid, and she's looking straight at us. And this card says, honest, authentic, genuine, and present. Are you being honest with yourself? Are you being honest with other people? Because again, whatever you do on a regular basis is what you become. Authentic and genuine. I expect that in other people, because that's how I am. I am me. I'm authentic. You can like me. You could not like me. Believe me, I'm getting too old to worry about pleasing people anymore. Okay? I've done that for years, and you would expect that you would get in return the respect and loyalty that you give others. And when it's not returned, you feel so betrayed. You start guarding yourself, and you start thinking, who is worthy of my loyalty? Who is worthy of my concern? And who isn't? you start to realize that, you know, being honest and being authentic is so much easier than putting on an act and being fake. Because when you're dishonest, you got to remember what you lied about. Sooner or later, a liar gets tangled up in their lies, and they end up looking foolish in the end. Being honest with yourself, being honest with other people, being authentic, it's very easy. It's very easy. But when we get caught up in impressing others and trying to be something that we're not, it's exhausting. It's exhausting to keep up that act. So think real hard. Who am I maybe not being that honest with? Is it myself that I'm lying to, or have I deceived someone else in my life? And then the last card is vulnerability. And the vulnerability card is a beautiful, handsome, I guess it's a merman. I don't know, I've never run into a male version of the mermaid. And he's holding a beautiful woman. And he's looking at her adoringly, and she's just relaxed in his arms. And vulnerability, open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. Yeah. Be genuine and honest with the people in your life. Okay? And no matter how vulnerable you may feel, do it anyway. Do it anyway. And I think that's basically the reason why a lot of people in this world pretend to be so, in control of their life and so, something that they're not, because they don't want to appear vulnerable. They don't want to show who they really are. And I've found so much in life and with my dealings with a lot of people is that a lot of people are looking for the approval of others. They don't want to appear meek and vulnerable. The ones that put on the biggest act, they have everything under control. And they have all this money, and they have, the nicest car and the biggest house. Those are the ones that feel the most insecure and vulnerable on the inside. Because if they felt secure with themselves and being their authentic self, they wouldn't have to put on this big act. They wouldn't have to keep buying these things to impress people with, or showing off, or, being larger than life. When they overdo it on the outside, I really feel that they're lacking something on the inside. So, today, think about it. Are you being authentic and honest with yourself and everyone that you're dealing with in your life? Because sooner or later, it will catch up to you. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow yourself to love. And if you get hurt, fine. You learned your lesson. You don't have to keep going back and getting hurt over and over. I'm not saying to make a doormat out of yourself, but allow yourself to love. Don't cut yourself off from the world or people just because someone that you gave respect and loyalty to didn't return it. You don't have to bother with that person anymore. You could remove them from your life. Because once you remove them from your life, you're going to make room for somebody to come into your life that will love you for your authentic self. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel.